Hello everyone, in the next video from Flashpoint campaign Software Storm, and we are back to Lesson of War scenario. I haven't looked at that scenario for some time, so I need to refresh my mind what we are supposed to do. Okay, so as far as I remember, the enemies are attacking from nowhere because my intelligence report doesn't say anything about that, which is a huge problem. Oh no, actually, threat assessment. Okay, wait a second. I haven't seen that before. I'm pretty sure it wasn't there here. I don't know. I'm confused right now. I feel like I was checking that and it was blank. Completely blank. Anyway, now we know something. So, uh Stadelhofen is the next target of the advancing Soviet forces. Okay. Soviet forces have taken Asendorf, and it appears that a motor rifle battalion, likely reinforced, will be driving towards Stadelhofen shortly. Where is Stadelhofen? Here it is. It is Stadelhofen. I'm completely confused right now. But okay, okay. Anyway, at least we know something. Okay. Have taken Asendorf. Where is Asendorf? Asendorf is over here, in the top right corner. Okay, good. It's quite far away. Based upon reports about 39th Motor Rifle Division, expect to see the aggressive use of helicopters and that artillery support will be pushed forward. Okay. How did I miss it before? I have no clue. What I clicked on then? SI? No. Operations? Mission briefing? Oh, okay, yeah. I was looking at the mission briefing and map overlay, and I completely forgot about the intelligence and threat assessment. Yeah, now that makes sense. Okay, so we know where they are. Uh, we'll be driving towards Stadelhofen shortly, and they captured Asendorf. So I'm pretty sure they are roughly around Fesseldorf, Foilsdorf, Schiradorf. There is double R. Don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, probably they are stationing somewhere here. So I need to take that into consideration when I'm deploying and moving movement orders. Plotting movement orders, of course. Okay. So let's go back to hmm, here. That's all. Let's take a look at enemy sitrep. And there is interesting information. Intelligence summary of active enemy assets at 1200. 1 to 10 reconnaissance subunits. Okay, 1 to 10 helis. That's not good. we don't have too many stingers to fight with them. Okay, 10 to 20 tank subunits. That's not a lot. That's a company. In NATO terms, it's almost two companies. I would rather, I suppose it's around one full company, so uh, the Warsaw Pact side, that's gonna be around 20 vehicles, I guess. Then we have 40 to 50 APCs, armored carrier subunits. Well, actually, those can be both APCs and IFVs. I believe at least half of them is IFVs. Mm, 30 to 40 infantry subunits. That's quite a lot. 1 to 10 anti-tank subunits. I'm glad we don't have any tank units. Whatever. Of course, I'm joking. They are quite effective against APCs and IFVs too. 10 to 20 headquarters subunits. We cannot deal with them in that scenario. We don't have any artillery support. I mean, of course, we have mortar platoon, but that's not enough. 1 to 10 air defense subunits. We don't care. We don't have any air units. So It's not a big deal. 20 to 30 self-propelled artillery subunits. That's a bit scary. 1 to 10 artillery subunit. That's also scary. And we cannot counter battery it. No way. 10 to 20 utility vehicle and 1 to 10 depot subunits. Okay, yeah, we are outnumbered like always, but it's something I got used to it. Then about weather, so it's spanning from 12 to 18. Okay, well, of course our scenario is 4 hours long. Overcast, visual, illumination, cloud sailing. Well, for helis it's quite okay. Oh my goodness. The current electronic warfare burden inflicted on friendly forces is high, thank you. This will delay friendly orders transmission by 36%, very lovely. The chance of HQ radio detection is 0, just for now. The next order cycle will be increased approximately 71% from 14 to 24 minutes. Beautiful. Enemy of map of map assets, no spotted enemy of map assets. Okay, so those are information we have. Well, well, well. What we should do? We have also people, personnel and logistic. I always say people. Reinforcements and withdrawals. We don't have any scheduled reinforcements coming, so sad but true. And now, overall ammunition status. We have 60 Stingers rounds. Okay. That means that we have 4 Stingers in total, I suppose. Against roughly 10 enemy helicopters. Okay, good luck. 120mm Campella, 60 rounds. Well, hopefully it will be used properly by our fire support center. Then we have Panzerfaust 44 or 44, and we have 108 of them. Wow, that's a lot. But that's a very close range weapon. I think its range is about 200, 300 meters, so only point blank range. Well, I'm sorry, point blank in terms of that game. In general, point blank it's less than 200 meters, so don't get me wrong. 120mm Tempela high explosives. Oh, okay, those were smoke rounds. 60. High explosives, it's 144. And then we have Milan 2, 164. That's a lot. That's really a lot. The problem is that we cannot consolidate our firepower at one place. But the good news is that they will first try to attack Stadelhofen. So probably I don't need to take care of the second objective for now. I would rather prefer to avoid the situation during which enemy forces capture it somehow, but actually it may happen. So let's see what we should do. Okay, I put my forces as such. So here we have the third company. Where is the second? Second company is over here. Also, our deployment area is quite limited. I suppose I would like to go this way through those bridges along the Vicent River to Vicentfels. From Vicentfels to that junction here of B22 highway, and that's a ball or 8 all. I think it's a ball or BA11, whatever. Probably BA11 road. And from that, I would like to set up defense line along the forest here. Maybe some detachment in Wotzendorf. As long as we have ammunition, we can keep Wotzendorf and then try to fall back. I don't know whether we are able to hold the objective itself. I think one platoon should station in Stadelhofen. And there is also a question whether I have enough time to reinforce Stadelhofen. I can follow B22 over here to the junction with BA28 here, where is the second objective, and from that I can follow B505. There is way more cover. Of course, again, the mobility is decreased despite the fact there is a highway, which is quite annoying, but whatever. And get into Stadelhofen. Also, I'm trying to find proper proper locations for my ATGMs. I feel like that ridge is quite interesting. It's slightly too far away from the objective. That's why the line of sight is limited, but it nicely covers the approach from how it's called, Kleinziegenfeld. Yep, I think they might decide to go this way. Um, what we can see from those forests here. Not too much. What unit I've selected? Okay, I've selected that unit. Let me take uh mechanized platoon. Okay, now it looks slightly better. What from that location? Yeah, it's limited. The view is limited, unfortunately. What we can see from Stadelhofen. Well, approach towards the objective is visible. The problem is that the area around the objective is nicely covered, and the objective itself is also nicely covered. Uh, what we have here? Yeah, defending the second objective should be easier, but I cannot let them capture it. So that's the main issue. Okay, let's start maybe with my recon. I will send my recon to Wotzendorf, or I should send it more towards Backendorf. Let me see what I can see from that location. Okay, not too much. Uh, do I have any other recon? I have recon here, and I think I would like to keep that recon in that area, just to make sure that they are not outflanking us from the south and southeast. So probably I need to keep that recon here, and also I have one recon here on the objective itself. I could place that recon over there. That could make sense. I don't think they will be trying to outflank me far north. I don't think so. It doesn't make sense. So, okay, so I have only one recon left. The question is, should I send him to how it's called? Wotzendorf? Or I should send it more towards Backendorf? I have no idea, honestly. Yeah, I can't see too much from that, so that's the issue. Okay, probably I will send it more towards Backendorf so I can see where enemies are, how close they are, and how much time I have left to set up defensive positions. Yeah, my forces are really far away from the objectives. Okay, so maybe let's set up some SOPs. I can select the default one. Let me see. Let's give it a try. Sit and observe, silently screen and fight. Silently screen. I'm very curious. What's going on with that? Selected and selected the units for which set to the recon silently screen SOP preset. Relocate while spotted. Don't fire until fired upon. Okay. Yeah. Large standoff. Okay. Avoid losses. No early dismount. Hmm. Invert unit selection, non-movement orders, and default. Let's take a look at that. Okay, I've applied it. Now let's edit it. Let's see the default. Preferred send-off range 6 hexes. Dear God, they cannot even see it that far away. What's the point of that? This is weird. Mm, they will relocate immediately when they spot the enemy. Look at that. Assuming I will place unit here, they cannot see too far away. Preferred send-off range. That's too much for me. I think 4. And what about the other? Tactical initiative generous, acceptable losses moderate. Okay. Don't really care about losses. Well, actually I care. I would like to try to keep them alive as long as possible. Let's treat those units as real soldiers, because, well, we could think about differently. Our approach could be different. So we could just treat them as in-game units and don't care about their lives. But honestly, that tool is usually used professionally by the soldiers, by the armies. So I should treat each and every unit as a real soldier. So yeah, we want to keep them alive as long as possible. Uh, let's continue. Combat, direct fire discipline, hold until fired on. Okay. Relocate when while enemy spotted. Or maybe after receiving any fire. Hmm. After receiving any fire. Let's keep that, okay? Movement, concealment, avoid an NPC, yeah. Carriers when empty, high nearby. Oh, there is no carriers, of course. Right. Okay, yeah, it looks good. Apply to this. No, apply to all units of same type. Mm-hmm. Let's proceed. Let's close it. Mm, wait, I have one recon here, one here, one here. I have fourth one also. Where are you? Ah, that's HQ. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, HQ. They have a lot of units, but it's only useful in terms of communication and so on. So it's not a combat unit. Okay, but those units differ slightly. I think that recon, the first section is different. Yeah, that's a Wolf. So maybe there's also no carries when empty, right? Because it's an only Wolf. There is no dismount, so okay. And with that being said, let me plot a movement. Move for now deliberate. I would like to go. Hmm. This way. Commit. Of course, screen. And how much time it's gonna take you? Around 21 minutes. It might be quicker than that. I mean the enemies, but we will find out. Okay. Let's do that. The first platoon, first section. You will also move deliberate. You will stand here. Commit. Of course, we will screen. Good. How much time that's gonna take you? 14 minutes. Okay, it's a lot. That's it. I think the fourth section will stay where you are. There is no need to move anywhere. I think that location is quite solid. You should be able to spot any danger. Okay. And also we have HQ. For the HQ default. I'm sorry, hold. We will. Hmm, actually, let's do it differently. Let's hold until fired on. Okay, after receiving any fire, maybe while enemy spotted. Yeah, for the HQ we will change it slightly. Greater standoff range and also relocate when while enemy spotted. Should work nicely. And apply to this unit only and apply to this and later unit orders. Perfect. So the hold order is also updated with the default options. Okay, cool. Now we should jump to our mechanized infantry company. That's a platoon. I'm saying about the whole unit. And now there is a question how I would like to send you. Huh. If mobility worked differently in that game, I would try to follow the highway because probably it would be faster. But since the mobility is calculated or designed differently, I have no clue honestly. Maybe it doesn't make sense to take such a long way to the position. Maybe I could just follow, I don't know, like along the V's end up to that junction and from that junction move towards the defensive positions. We can also start with the third company because they are slightly closer to the objective. Definitely I would like to keep one platoon in Wodzendorf. And then what? It's a great question. What line of sight can tell us? Well, from those positions along the forest we can see quite nicely. Also it provides a lot of cover and a lot of concealment, so placing the whole company along uh, Wolzendorf, and the forest southwest of Wotzendorf, that could work. So I have three platoons. So one in Wotzendorf, one here in the forest, and also one here next to them. So we could keep also company cohesion, and I would support them, of course, with one Manpat team section, which has two Stingers, and they could station slightly behind them, right? Would you see this? No, of course you wouldn't. I don't want to keep them in Wotzendorf. That would be it slightly too dangerous. On the other hand, I cannot. I don't know how it works, frankly speaking. If I keep them here, can they see the same as those platoons? Actually, not really. So where to place them? In Wotzendorf, there is cover and concealment. 74 cover, 82 cover. Probably here, but I would. So in the middle, I will put them in the middle, supporting one of the mechanized infantry platoons. So this way they should be able to support both platoons on the flanks. Hopefully that works, but who knows? We will find out. Okay, so let's start with SOPs. I'm going to check the default SOPs. Mm, APCs or IFVs? Do we treat our martyrs as APCs or IFVs? That's a great question. APC attack, screen and fight, stay and fight, ambush. IFV attack, screen and fight, stay and fight, AV ambush. Anti-tank ATGM. Oh, maybe that's screen and fight, stay and fight. Screen and fight, stay and fight. Okay. What about stay and fight? Engage at long range, no standoff, no relocation. Interesting. I'm going to proceed. I will open the SOP manager. That was for default, right? Okay. Tactical initiative slide. Okay. Acceptable losses. Do or die. No, I will change it to moderate. Preferred standoff range. No. Yeah, that's actually true. Don't think I need it. Actually, I have advantage of ATGMs instead of Panzerfausts. So maybe preferred standoff range. 2 hexes? It's actually, no, it's too much. Okay, I will keep 0 because I want to avoid any stupid decisions by the unit. Uh, then fire discipline, maximum range. Yeah, that's correct. Relocate, never. After all fire missions, I don't know how it's defined. So maybe never for now. But they will push really, really hard. And the question is whether I'm able to hold the line with limited ammunition actually. It didn't work during crossing the Valnap scenario. Also, worth noting is that our command cycle is 24 minutes. Back in crossing the Valnap it was 40 minutes, so it's even more. Here we have 24, so maybe I will have time to react if something happens. I don't know. Okay, so for now let's keep it as never. Tactical initiative, slide. Yeah, I think I will keep slide. Mm, what else? Movement preference. I will select roads because I want to get quite quick to Wotzendorf. And what else? Carriers when empty. Yes, support passengers. Passengers disembark at range. Zero from end path. Yes, actually yes. I think we are not assaulting enemy positions. They are not yet captured, so I think it's a right option. So we get quicker to the destination because we want to disembark as quickly as possible where we are in position and defend it. So yeah, that's correct. And resupply trigger 25. Of course, again, I don't know how it's calculated, so I think the default value is okay for now. I can edit it later if needed. And with such setup, I think I will apply to all units of same type. And that includes only mechanized infantry platoons, which is lovely, so let's proceed. Beautiful. And with such setup, we can start plotting movement orders. And I'm very, very scared that there are some units which can hit us quite quickly. And hopefully that's not true. So let's organize it slightly better. So the first platoon, the second platoon with the Stinger team, and the third platoon behind them. Mm, I can stack further the mm, maybe no. Third and the first and the second platoon are stacked together, and also uh, manpad team with the third platoon. Lovely. And now the first platoon. Of course, we'll try to move deliberately. Could click here to Wotzendorf. So the first platoon from the third company will be responsible for Wotzendorf defense. We'll try to hold and maybe, hopefully, we will be able to dig in rightly manner. That's gonna take you 9 minutes. Are those martyrs so quick? Let me take a look. Track maximum speed 72 kilometers per hour. Yeah, this is quick, but I don't think they are trying to use maximum speed. But who knows? Yeah, so for them it's only 9 minutes. Looks like we are able to get into to the positions. Okay, cool. So that's for the first platoon. Now the second platoon. Of course, we will move also deliberately here and then here, here, and here. Commit. Of course, we will also try to hold. And what's the time for you? 14 minutes? Fair enough. Now, the third platoon. Here, 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 here. Okay. Also hold. And what's the time for you? 19 minutes. Okay, that's a bit longer. And we will take our manpad. Oh, manpad. It's left without SOP. So let's see. Air defense. Some air defense long range, flag air defense close range. I would like to have manpad option, but I believe that flag uh, is the manpad-ish option. Engage at max range, relocate after receiving direct fire, short send-off, accept losses. Let's proceed and let me take a look at what it is. Tactical initiative generous, acceptable losses do or die. Wow, no, minimal. Preferred standoff range, 0 hexes, 2 hexes. I will decrease it to 1 hex. Fire discipline maximum range, yes. Relocate when after receiving direct fire. I agree. Yeah. Movement preference, I will add roads just for now. Passengers disembark at range, 0 from end path. Yeah, this is a good option for such scenario. And carriers when empty hide nearby. Of course, that's correct. And let's apply to all units of same type. Beautifully. Okay. And now we can move. We can plot the movement of the Liberty. Also, we will follow quite similar path. This way, of course, we will also try to hold. And how much time it's gonna take you? 24 minutes. Hmm. That's quite slow, I would say. But okay, it is what it is. Hopefully enemy helicopters will not get in there before our manpad disembark. Maybe just to just to avoid unnecessary casualties because it can happen. We'll try to follow this path. Maybe what if I do it something like that? 43 minutes. Ooh, no. That's not gonna work. Okay, 27 minutes. 24. 18 minutes. Okay. Let's try it this way. This is slightly more dangerous, but it decreases time, so hopefully that's gonna work. Okay, good. So looks like all orders for the third company are done. Also we have HQ, so let's think about HQ. Do we have SOPs for HQ? We have. Hide and screen, of course. Relocate while spotted, okay. Large standoff range, yes. Don't fire until fired upon, yes. Large initiative, yes. And avoid loss, yes. All looks good. And now let's take a look at SOP manager. Preferred standoff range, 8 hexes. Wow, this is huge. 6 hexes, I will decrease it down to 6. Tactical initiative generous, acceptable losses minimal. Hold until fired on, yes. Relocate while enemy spotted, yes. Preference for movement, concealment, yes. Carriers when empty, hide nearby, yes. Okay, all good. Apply to this unit only, or actually units apply to all units of same type. Let me take a look. I will not include HQ for the recon, but other HQs, I think they can follow exactly same SOP. Why not? So let's proceed. Let's close it, and that would be it. Quickly, let's take a look at ranges. There is a command range for them. Perfect. All units from the third company should be in the command range. So, it's almost 33 or 44 minutes. 34 minutes. And I think it's about right time to end the video. So I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one when we will set up some SOPs, probably the same as for the third company. So SOPs for the second company, and also movement orders for them, and probably we will start first command cycle. But again, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.